Okay, Asian range break. So here we have the Asian range, and this is the Euro aggregate. And the time now is 9:55 UK time. So we're in the kill zone still, and we've had a breakout. So I'm looking to buy euros on a breakout. So you go to all your euro pairs, and you can assess them one by one. There's not one particular setup. So from the aggregate, we know the euro is strong. And for example, this is the euro Swiss. We have a potential setup here. Why? Because we've had liquidity from yesterday taken. We're in the kill zone. Price has closed below the Bollinger Band on the M15. So on M1, we're likely to see, we can see that break of structures already happened. And we can consider going long there. Okay, it's not a sure thing. The other one thing you want to take into account is that the trend is very much against you, and you've got all of this yesterday's volume to go through. So I probably wouldn't take that. If I was going to consider that, what you want to do is compare it with how the Swiss is actually performing at the same time. So if we can find some evidence of Swiss weakness, so if the Swiss was going down here, breaking its low, or it was just about to take liquidity, which it could be happening. So if price takes this liquidity out, then there's a stronger narrative for that Euro Swiss long. Bearing in mind, it's very much counter trend. So that's just one example. Let's look at the other ones. Okay, so here we have Euro New Zealand. Again, we're kind of, well, it's not really a clear, so this could be actually this could be a good trade. Why? Because on a daily time frame, we're in alignment. Okay, and on an hourly, what's happened? So we've taken liquidity already this morning, and it's Thursday. So this had been the low of the week. Now it's Thursday, so that means it's quite likely this was the low of the week. What do we have in front of us? All of this fair value gap. So if price is going to come up, it's more likely to expand higher. On an M30, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a breakout trade. And on an M, what would be good? So you could either take this as a breakout, which I don't like because very often they turn into fake outs. So what would be good is for price to kind of cap here, come down a bit, then I could draw a fib on it, and then you've got this fair value gap at a discount. Let's see, so similar thing here on the euro pound. So for example, this setup didn't work, but what you want to do when you get the signal, fib this up, and where are the fair value gaps? Below the 50 points. So that's your first fair value gap there, which coincides with this top. So you can put an alarm in here, and if price comes back, you get a setup. So here's a very similar example on the euro dollar. So on a daily, you can see we're going up. So this is in conformity with the higher time frame. So the only difficulty is this: we've got Monday's high, so it could be taking Monday's high. It could take Monday's high and continue going down, which is why the breakout is not the safest trade. So the safest trade to take in this circumstance is here. We've just had a range form. Okay, this is on a 1 minute. So this is kind of similar to the ICT silver bullet, except it's not inside the silver bullet time. But the basic idea is that you fib it up and mark up your first fair value gap in a discount. So this is going to be somewhere around here. So if price comes back down to here, you get an appropriate rejection, then you can consider going long.